Before I started alternative medicine with Dr. Heise, I went through a period of being on antibiotics probably every other month for either strep throat or tonsillitis. Um, Along with, I have a condition called endometriosis, which makes it very hard to have children. Along with some very painful episodes. Along with that, major digestion problems. I eat, or used to eat, Tums and Rolaids like candy. Then along with that, also thyroid issues and major fatigue was all of my health issues years ago. Before, alternative to me was taking maybe a vitamin C, picking up a multivitamin maybe at a grocery store, and that was the extent of it. Eating healthy to me was eating at home, maybe throwing some veggies and fruit in there, and as long as I cooked, that was healthy. I came into alternative medicine because of my best friend. She was actually a patient of Dr. Heiss and had been for years, and told me about a technique that he was using that she thought would really help me, because at that point my life there was not a lot to it. It was make it through work and then sleep a lot, and make it through work and sleep a lot, just survival at that point. And so she told me about Dr. Heiss, and that's when I started alternative. It was to the point that about lunchtime, even before lunch, most days I couldn't make lunch without having a nap. I had to lay down and sleep just to get enough energy to make my lunch and continue through the day. And if I didn't get a nap, it was pretty miserable the rest of the day, forcing myself to keep my eyes open because of the extreme fatigue. At that time, I had been to regular doctors, Western medicine, and had been told I had endometriosis, which is a condition that it can cause infertility, a lot of pain in random areas of the body. It can also cause the fatigue, but mostly, and their option for you is you can either go on medication for the rest of your life, or you can have surgery, and once you have the surgery, you can hope that you may get pregnant within 6 months. And that's pretty much every option from the other doctors that you have no other options. Yes, in the beginning, my husband and I had tried. At that point, it had been well over a year, going into 2 years, with no success. And at that point, we were going ahead and considering the surgery just for the hope to be able to have a child. So our option at that point was, well, maybe we should just go ahead and do the surgery. As a mom, I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So my life has changed drastically. And obviously no issues now having children. You have to put in your part. You can't expect to just have Dr. Heiss give you some advice and halfway follow it. You need to follow through with it if you want it to be successful. Unfortunately, I am one of those people that if you can get a detox symptom, I'm going to get it. So I did go through detox scenarios with the program, but along with those detox, I did have a tremendous uptime in the beginning. Even initially after my med packs, I started noticing differences, and I would say within the first month, going into the second month, my energy was over the top. Energy that I had not had in years. Years prior to that, when I was doing sports and was able to do them, I didn't have that type of energy, and it came within 1 to 2 months. I was already seeing results, and then as I continued through the program, it just kept getting better and better through the program. With each additional phase that I did, I kept seeing results with each one. No, I'm very satisfied. It's definitely changed my life, obviously, with having 3 children now. And the increased energy. Yes, there have been times where I have gone back downhill, and it may have been partly my own fault because I wasn't as disciplined as I needed to be, and kind of, I guess, just relaxed and kind of thought, oh, I'm okay now. But each time was able to get right back up, which is the beauty of it. It's something that instead of having to be on medication for life, I can now take the nutrients or make myself more disciplined, and I'm okay. Are you still going to have issues? Yes, I do still have issues here and there. That's normal. But the great thing is that even though I have those issues, that I do have the hope and that I know that there is an alternative and I do get better. Compared to where I was at 8 years ago, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Just where my life is now and what I've been able to accomplish because of having the health back that I needed. Working for Dr. Heise, now for almost 8 years, I've seen a lot of patients in here or talked to a lot of people over the phone, and some have experienced alternative medicine and they're ready to go with it. Others, it's all new to them. They've never been to alternative medicine, and the reaction is, this is a lot of money, this is different, it's a lot of my time. And the answer to all those is yes, it is. But what you get in return is worth it. Number one, the cost, yes, it is a little bit more expensive, but the outcome of it is that you can get better. It's only a short amount of time that you're going to have that cost. Once you get to the place that you want to be with your health, yes, there is going to be some maintenance, but the alternative is you be on medication for the rest of your life. And not only be on that medication, but chances are you'll be on 4 or 5 other medications because of what the one medication causes. So that's your alternative. I think it's worth it to spend the money up front and then get those results and have that one-time fee, but in return get your health back. A lot of other questions you get is, what about the detox? I don't know if I can handle that right now. Well, that's what Dr. Heise's staff is for. And Dr. Heise, they're going to walk you through that. Yes, you may get detox symptoms. No, you might not. I got detox symptoms, and some of them were headaches, fatigue, which I already had fatigue, so I already knew what that was about. You might get upset stomach, stuff like that, but it's nothing that you can't get through, and that Dr. Heise and his staff is not here for, that they can walk you through and take baby steps with you. And again, the outcome is worth it. The detox symptoms are only going to last a little bit of time, and then the benefit that you get from it is a lifetime. So other questions that people may ask is, well, I don't necessarily have the finances now, so if I don't have the finances now, then I might as well not start. That's not true. You can start and you can take it in baby steps. Just because you're going to start doesn't mean you have to go full throttle and do this whole program within a couple of months or it's not going to work. We've had patients that have started on a program and it may take them a year to get through it, a year and a half, but the fact is they're still getting through it and they're still getting better. We've had patients that said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they do the program in a matter of 6 months or less. So the great thing about it is you may have lots of questions, but there's answers. Yes, it's different. It's a lot different than Western medicine, but you'll get the results from it. Any questions that you have, we can be there with you. It's not like a regular doctor's office where you call and you can't get the doctor on the phone, or you have to set up an appointment even to discuss your questions. With Dr. Heise, he's open to all questions. He's open to talk to you and give you answers along with his staff. So even if you have questions through the program, there's going to be answers for you, and somebody will be there to hold your hand and walk you through all those symptoms that you may get.